Brandon, thank you for stopping to chat to me. I know that I can feel your energy. You're feeling a little bit downhearted right now.
Of course, it's natural. But like I said before, as long as the fans got what they wanted, my team is proud of me, my management, my attorney, everybody saying I did a bang up job. So hey, you know what? Good for Chris and I. We both got out healthy and strong, and you're a fighter. You got no choice but to go on to the next. It's either go on to the next or pack it up and go home. So I'm still clean, healthy, ready to go.
I think that's the thing, first and foremost, you are healthy and well. I'm a boxer and a boxing coach, and that's the only thing I really care about. It's not clickbait, it's not articles, it's people. And I appreciate people's stories and I appreciate what they bring to the ring. And what you both brought to the ring today was very special. There was a lot of heart and soul that went into that, which was quite evident. So, what do you think you're going to take away from this fight more than anything else?
Obviously, we got some distance issues, and guys are holding. I didn't expect him to be clinching that hard, but nevertheless, I'm probably gonna switch away from Nike back to Adidas because those Nikes were super slick. But you know, it's making better decisions. Like I said, it's the guy who makes the best decisions between the bells is the winner, regardless of the skill level. Whoever makes the better decisions, and it looks like he made better decisions tonight, and I've got to accept that. Before you look around and say, "Oh, he was holding," or "he was doing this," or "he was doing that." What didn't I do that was good enough to, give the judges to give me the nod? So what didn't I? You look in the mirror first, not point fingers. So I take full responsibility for that. Um, Great job for him. Um, Hopefully he goes on and he knocks out all the champions out because if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose to a winner. So hopefully he does that. But no, good luck to him and the rest of his career. And hey, we'll see what happens.
Okay, well, let's focus on the positives. What do you feel went well tonight?
I got a chance to represent myself in front of thousands of people, millions around the world. Let's be honest, I never knew I would make it to the stage. His Excellency picked me, boxer, matchroom, bill him accepting a fight he didn't have to take. I'm glad to be here. I'm just taking it all in. I met some really good people, really good contacts. I enjoyed the moment. It's just one of those things you just gotta keep pressing on. And as I said, in my last interview, obviously some people took my comment very, very hard, and I sincerely apologize for anybody that I may have offended or hurt. Like I said, you spend weeks and months and years preparing for this moment right here, and things get emotional. To top it off, I'm so grateful that he gave me an apology. Um, my heart is satisfied. I'm not satisfied with my performance, but I am satisfied with the apology. I'm satisfied with the opportunity because I got a fair chance to show my abilities. It's nobody's fault, um, but mine. So I take that.
I think a lot of boxers, all boxers, most boxers that I've met, you're all warriors. You are very vulnerable when you go in the ring. You've been stripped of everything and you go into that raw primal state. So it's natural that right now you would feel what you're feeling. I think in 24 hours, 48 hours, when the dust settled, you'll be proud of what you've achieved. I can tell that you feel quite low right now. So, but I know that in a couple of days you'll look and think, do you know what? That was a cool moment, and you'll feel very proud of yourself. And also, um, I think it takes a big person to say you're sorry, and it takes a big person to say sorry and mean it. So I think it landed hard with me when I heard that comment because again I care about people in the sport and all of you. I want you all to do so well. So I think well done because you might have made a mistake, but you were able to apologize. And I think
I'm the first to admit I'm wrong. I have no issue with that. I do very much have an issue with people giving fake apologies. So yeah, yeah, no. But I listen. Like I said before, he's got a beautiful family. I'm glad he's able to make it back to them safely. I have a family. You know, Life goes on. You put so much time into the sport and the time of what you're doing, you tend to forget that anything else matters. So obviously, I feel pretty crummy right now, but at the same time, I'm happy to just have the experience. You know, even if it was just for a moment, um, I'll be back and just be better like I've been every other time. So
We learn more from our losses than we do our wins.
you don't lose. You don't lose. You learn. So I learned a lesson. He did teach me some clever things in there he was doing because I was like, come on, Chris, don't do that. But it's like nobody can see it. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to use that. But, no, big up to him. I knew what I was going up against. It wasn't phase. Even when he started bleeding, I knew it doesn't mean anything. This guy is going to be here.
Oh yeah, he's got heart. He doesn't stop.
He's going to be there. He's going to be. He did take away some body work that I wanted to do, so I was surprised at that. But good job, Chris. Be blessed, man.
And good job too. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Be proud. Take some time. Eat some good food. Have some good rest. Do stuff nourishing for your soul. And remember, this is just a blip. You know. Well done. Thank you so much.